This is a story you won't believe.
Yeah.
A simple element found
Right.
in rocks and salt water turned out to be a game changer for mental health.
Wow.
We're going to take a deep dive into the world of lithium
Okay.
and its journey to becoming a mental health marvel.
Interesting.
Is anything but straightforward.
It really is remarkable.
Yeah.
What we consider a common treatment today
Right.
emerged from a mix of wartime resilience,
Okay.
makeshift labs,
Makeshift labs.
and even a little bit of luck.
Wow. So our story begins with John Cade,
Okay.
an Australian physician
Right.
whose own experiences fueled a deep desire to understand the complexities of the human mind.
Cade's father was a World War I veteran
Oh, wow.
who faced what was then called war weariness.
Oh, interesting.
And John himself served in World War II,
Wow.
enduring years as a prisoner of war in Changi camp.
Oh, gosh.
These experiences profoundly shaped him
I can imagine.
and ignited a passion to unravel the mysteries of mental illness.
So imagine post-World War II Australia.
Okay.
Cade is working at a mental hospital with a theory.
Right.
He believes a toxic agent
Mm-hmm.
might be a contributing factor to mental illnesses,
Interesting.
particularly manic depression,
Manic depression.
which we now know as bipolar disorder.
Right.
What's incredible is that he was working in a makeshift lab.
Yep.
Some accounts say it was a woodshed. Others say an old kitchen.
At our kids here.
Resourcefulness was key.
Definitely.
And his methods were definitely unconventional.
Yeah.
Cade was working with guinea pigs,
Guinea pigs.
injecting them with the urine of patients,
Okay.
experiencing various mental illnesses.
That's
It sounds a bit out there.
Yeah.
But he was looking for patterns, any clues that could lead him closer to understanding what was happening in the brain.
makes sense.
And his observations led to a truly surprising discovery.
The urine from patients experiencing mania
Uh-huh.
proved highly toxic to the guinea pig.
Wow.
This is a huge breakthrough, and it sent Cade on a mission to isolate the specific component
Okay.
responsible for this reaction.
So here's where things get even more interesting.
Okay.
Cade started breaking down the urine,
Mm-hmm.
injecting the guinea pigs with solutions of urea,
Right.
uric acid,
Uh-huh.
and creatine,
Okay.
all components found in urine.
Okay.
But there was a challenge.
What's that?
Uric acid is notoriously difficult to dissolve.
Who?
To simplify his experiment,
Right.
he chose to use lithium urate.
Lithium urate.
Now, this seemingly random decision turned out to be a pivotal moment in medical history.
Interesting.
You could say it was a stroke of luck
Yeah.
when he injected the guinea pigs with the lithium urate solution.
Okay.
Their toxicity decreased dramatically.
Wow.
This led Cade to believe that lithium was the key element,
Right.
somehow protecting the guinea pigs from the harmful effects of the urine.
Interesting.
Now, at this point, Cade was convinced of lithium's potential, but also knew he couldn't just start testing it on humans without proving its safety.
Right.
So what did this daring physician do?
What?
He tested the lithium salts on himself.
On himself.
Self-experimentation was part of the scientific process back then.
It was.
Once he felt confident about the safety,
Right.
Cade began treating a small group of patients with lithium citrate.
Okay.
And one of his first patients was a man
Okay.
who had been experiencing a chronic state of mania for 5 years.
5 years.
5 years.
Wow.
It's hard to imagine what that must have been like for him and those around him.
Yeah.
But under lithium treatment, his recovery was remarkable.
It really was.
This patient, who had been in a state of constant mania,
Yeah.
was able to return home,
Wow.
go back to work,
Really?
and live a relatively normal life.
That's incredible.
It was a complete turnaround.
Yeah. It's amazing how a single discovery can sometimes rewrite the course of medical history. But what's even more fascinating is that John Cade wasn't the first to observe a link between lithium and mental health.
That's surprising.
Yeah.
Tell me more about that. I thought Cade was the pioneer in this field.
His work was definitely groundbreaking.
Yeah.
But the story of lithium and its potential to influence mental well-being goes back even further.
Oh, wow.
Long before Cade's guinea pig experiments, there were physicians who had noticed intriguing connections, even if they didn't have all the pieces of the puzzle.
So who were these early observers and what were they seeing?
Well, one example is Alfred Garrod,
Okay.
a London physician in the mid-1800s,
Okay.
who specialized in treating gout.
Gout. What does that have to do with mental health?
Now, you might be thinking, gout, what does that have to do with mental health?
Right. It does seem like a bit of a leap. Gout is a painful condition that affects the joints.
Yeah,
Right.
exactly. But Garrod observed that his gout patients often had high levels of uric acid in their blood.
Okay.
And interestingly, lithium solutions were known to dissolve uric acid crystals in laboratory setting.
Ah, I see where this is going.
Yeah.
He thought that maybe lithium could help break down those uric acid acid crystals in his patients.
Precisely. And he went a step further. Garrett even used lithium solutions to treat what he called gouty mania and brain gout, terms we would now associate with episodes of depression or mania.
Wow.
He's essentially trying to address the mental health symptoms he was observing in his gout patients.
So he was using lithium to treat mental health conditions even back then. Did it work?
Well, there were challenges.
I see.
One major hurdle was the inability to accurately measure lithium levels in the body at that time.
Okay.
The doses needed to dissolve uric acid crystals were often toxic, leading to significant side effects.
So lithium therapy hit a roadblock because of those safety concerns.
Yes, the risks outweigh the potential benefits at that point.
Yeah.
However, the idea that lithium could have some effect on mental health persisted.
Okay.
Even William Alexander Hammond,
Okay.
the U.S. Surgeon General during the Civil War,
Wow.
mentioned using lithium compounds in his medical writing.
Wow, so the concept of using lithium for mental health had been floating around for quite a while before Cade's work. It makes you wonder why those earlier physicians didn't receive more recognition for their observations.
That's where the concept of scientific rigor comes into play. While these early uses of lithium were interesting, they lack the controlled studies and systematic documentation that are crucial for scientific validation. Cade's research, even though it's conducted in a makeshift lab, followed a more rigorous approach. He meticulously documented his observations and crucially published his findings in a medical journal, making them accessible to the wider scientific community.
So his approach allowed other scientists to build upon his work and conduct further research, leading to the more robust understanding today.
Exactly. Researchers like Mogen Shao played a key role in conducting more controlled trials and establishing clear safety and efficacy guidelines for lithium use, which ultimately led to its FDA approval.
It's remarkable how one discovery can spark a chain reaction of research progress. But I have to ask, even with all the advancements made in understanding, there's still a lot we don't know about exactly how it works.
That's right. It's one of the enduring mysteries of modern medicine. We know it works, and it's been a lifesaver for countless individuals, but the precise way in which lithium interacts with the brain to stabilize mood remains elusive. It's a testament to the complexity of the human brain.
It really is. What are some of the leading theories about lithium's mechanism of action?
Scientists are exploring several fascinating possibilities. One idea is that lithium might be mimicking the role of magnesium in the body. You see, lithium and magnesium have similar ionic sizes, which means they can interact with cellular processes in similar ways.
So lithium might be essentially tricking certain cellular processes into thinking it's magnesium.
That's one hypothesis, but there are other intriguing possibilities as well. Some research suggests that lithium could be influencing the levels of neurotransmitter, particularly serotonin in the brain. Neurotransmitters are chemical messengers that brain cells use to communicate with, and serotonin plays a crucial role in regulating mood and...
So lithium might be either boosting serotonin levels or making the brain more sensitive.
Exactly. Another avenue of research is exploring lithium's potential neuroprotective properties. Some studies indicate that lithium might actually protect brain cells from damage.
That's incredible. So it's not just about stabilizing mood, it could also be preventing further deterioration in the brain.
That's what some of the research suggests, although more research is needed to fully understand these complex mechanisms.
It's amazing to think that something as seemingly simple as could have such profound and multifaceted effects on the brain.
And it underscores the importance of ongoing research. There's still so much we can learn about the brain, and unlocking the secrets of how lithium works could lead to even more targeted and effective treatments for mental health conditions. One of the most significant impacts of lithium treatment has been the dramatic reduction in the suicide rate among individuals with bipolar disorder. This condition carries a significantly higher risk of suicide compared to the general population.
It's heartbreaking to think about. It's crucial to have effective intervention to address.
Absolutely. And lithium has proven to be remarkably effective in this regard. Studies have shown that lithium therapy can reduce the suicide rate among bipolar patients by up to 50%, which is a truly life-saving difference.
That's incredible. It's not just about preventing tragedy, it's also about improving the quality of life for those living with this condition. Living with extreme highs and lows, feeling like you have no control over your own emotions, that must be incredible.
It is. And lithium helps to stabilize those mood swings, allowing individuals to function more effectively in their daily lives, maintain relationships, and pursue their goals. It gives them a sense of control and stability, a chance to reclaim their lives.
It's like lithium provides a sense of grounding, helping people feel more anchored in themselves.
That's a beautiful way to put it. And the benefits extend beyond the individual level. There's also a significant economic impact. Lithium treatment has been shown to save billions of dollars in healthcare costs.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
When people are stable and able to function, they're less likely to require expensive hospitalizations or into care.
Exactly. So the benefits ripple outward, impacting not just individuals, but also society as a whole. It's truly remarkable to consider the multifaceted impact of this simple element.
It's amazing to think about how this discovery, which started in a makeshift lab, has had such a widespread impact. It really speaks to the power of scientific curiosity.
It really does. Lithium's story is a testament to the idea that breakthroughs can come from unexpected places.
Like a woodshed.
Yeah. Who would have thought that a simple element could have such profound effects on the human brain.
It makes you wonder what other discoveries are out there waiting to be uncovered. And with all the advancements we've seen in technology, particularly in fields like AI, data analysis, it seems like the pace of discovery could accelerate.
That's a fascinating point. AI has the potential to analyze massive data sets and identify patterns that humans might miss.
Right.
In theory, it could help us uncover new treatments and understand complex biological mechanisms much faster.
But do you think there's a risk that we might become too reliant on these technologies, potentially missing out on those serendipitous moments that often lead to major breakthroughs?
That's a valid concern. Think about how Cade stumbled upon lithium. It was partly due to a practical decision he made during his experiment.
Yeah.
He chose a specific form of uric acid simply because it was easier to dissolve.
Right.
If he had been relying solely on a rigid protocol or a computer program, he might have missed that crucial observation.
It's a reminder that human intuition and observation still play a vital role in scientific discovery. It's not just about crunching numbers, it's also about being open to the unexpected.
Exactly. The key is finding a balance, leveraging the power of technology while also nurturing the human element, curiosity, creativity, and a willingness to explore the unknown.
It seems like lithium's story embodies that perfectly. It's a testament to both scientific rigor and those moments of serendipity that can sometimes push us in unexpected directions. And on that note, I think we've reached the end of our lithium dive. It's been an incredible journey exploring the history, the science, and the impact of the remarkable.
It certainly has. From guinea pigs to global impact, lithium's journey highlights the enduring power of scientific inquiry and the importance of pursuing those what-if questions.
And as we wrap up, I'd like to leave our listeners with one final thought to ponder. We've seen how transformative lithium has been for mental health, but as technology continues to advance at an unprecedented pace, what other groundbreaking discoveries might be on the horizon? What unexpected solutions might emerge to address challenge today? It's an exciting time to be witnessing the evolution of science and the boundless potential of human